What's happening? It is a Monday night. Your volume's up. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Metalhead Prime right here. Lady Metalhead over there. In our usual spots as usual. Only a lot more cramped right now because there's a aquarium on the other side that you guys can't see. If you guys caught the video, you know why it's sitting there. Anywho's, so today's been stupid crazy busy, and it finally just calmed down. Oh man. So let's go through the old list here and just say hey to everybody that's popped in so far. Let's see. We got Vibes Aquatics popping in first. How's it going, Vibes? How you doing? Skull popping in. How's it going, Skull? Fantastic Freaks. How's it going, Austin? Sorry I couldn't make it to your stream. It's just literally got back in time to get everything going. Liquid Zoo says, just so you know, Austin says Monday Mayhem amazingly. I appreciate it. And thank you for always sharing it. I appreciate that, Austin. Ricky De Hoyos. How's it going, Ricky? Jimmy P says it must be Monday. Yep. Mark Sterlson, how's it going, buddy? Chris Robertson's here. What's happening? We got a Facebook user says, what's up, guys? I'm going to guess that's either Jason or Trevor or Dan.
Jason usually signs in with his name now.
So whoever it is, welcome. Kyle Jaded made it in. What's happening, Kyle? Dave Farrell's in the house. John McKenzie, Melvin Reeves, Ricky, RB Animals and Movies. How's it going, everybody? Oh, let's see. Who else do we have? Ben Backstrom. What's happening, Ben? Let's see. So, yeah, had to go get a new set of wheels today. The first idea just didn't happen. So, you know, not going into details, but it just didn't happen. But went and picked up a new car today. Well, it's not new. It's like 4 years old, but new to me. But got that. That was a fiasco and a half. But it's here. It's in the driveway, and now I owe money on it. So I guess that makes it mine.
Sure.
And then, yeah, not a whole lot other than the tank reframing this weekend, and that went well and horrible at the same time. Thumb's healing nicely. But yeah, that could have gone better, but could have gone worse. Let's see. Monster Fish Gal made it. Hey, Lori, how you doing? John McKenzie said, I was hoping you got a 65 GTO. Boy, if only I could have.
I wouldn't have complained.
I would not have complained either. I don't care if it gets 2 miles to the gallon.
Right.
But no, that's it's weird because it's a Hyundai. But I tell you what, Hyundai's stepped their game up in the last few years. This little thing's got a turbo on it, which makes it even more fun. So, no, it's not a Ford. But yeah, so aside from the tank and all that good stuff, not a whole much other things happen other than the car. And I don't know, I got somebody that wants to say hi. So I guess she's getting squirmy. All right, so we'll put her up there. Say hi. Look, she's trying to wave too. That's wish you could see how she's sitting. She's funny. But yeah, that's the new little puppy. So yeah, it's just been a crazy day. It's been one thing after another. Now we have a cat meowing at the wall. This ought to be entertaining. We are officially a zoo. The only thing we're missing is a bird. No. Brookley Bell made it. Hi, Brookley Bell. But yep. So that's the big news. All of Discus Hans Discus are still doing great. We're just letting things kind of smooth off in that tank. It's finally
getting there.
Finally getting there.
Slowly.
No other deaths to report though, so that's a plus. I just want to kind of make sure before I stick those guys in there. But yeah, we got that to do. The tank behind me here is actually almost done cycling, which is kind of a shock because that's just sponge filters, nothing crazy. But Vibe says, "What's the cost of a ticket to come see the zoo?" Whatever you feel like.
Donation.
Yeah, just bring a bag of food. It can be fish food, dog food, cat. No, I can't.
Literally.
Stephen P made it in here. How you doing, Stephen P?
Annette also came in with
I missed Annette. How you doing, Annette? Okay, you are getting squirmy.
Yeah. Here, I'll take her.
I think she's got a poop.
No, she's just, you put off a lot of body heat, and she's probably.
Oh, yeah. So hopefully things will calm down this week. But yes, I still have my thumb. It's right there. It's Peeps Week. So yeah, the rims on this tank are doing great. Kind of just letting it sit there for a couple days to just fully set in, but no big deal. Let's see. Paul Sotero, what's happening, Paul? He says, how are those new rims holding out? They're still attached. No cracks. No funny bends to them. I'm going to call that a win.
Yeah.
We haven't moved it back outside yet. I'm just kind of letting it, because the temperature's been like hit or miss. So if it's going to cure, I'd rather it cure where it's 70 plus degrees. So I think probably in the next couple of days we'll haul it back outside and do the water test. But I have no doubt in my mind this thing's going to hold just fine. And then it'll be, once that one's done and I get the discus out of the 55 downstairs, then it'll be putting Bobby in that for a day or two while I do his. And I'm going to do his top frame. So that way I have a center brace and lids, because this chintzy whatever, I think that tank's probably as old as I am. The frame is just multi-piece frame. It's weird. It's almost like wood. But that'll be the next project besides this one and that one. It's like we got Jenna P in here. Hey, Jenna. I think I'm missing a whole bunch.
Oh, goodness. Big yawns for such a small girl.
That push latte needs a 7-Up. Ricky says he's the only one that's supposed to have a zoo. Not me.
What is the matter with you? Oh, goodness.
Where am I at here? Melvin Reef, if I didn't say, hey, how's it going? I think I did, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Sue Ann's here. What's happening, Sue Ann? Ann? Why couldn't I get that out?
I don't know.
Yeah, the chip was fun. It scared the crap out of me at first, not gonna lie. Because I'm like, oh, hell, that's just what I needed. But as I got to looking at it, it went down at an angle, and it wasn't into the actual seal, so I'm going to call it okay. I didn't see any air bubbles or cracking or any spider webbing or anything like that. So, but the part where it bit me was fun. I was going to try to keep the glass attached, but it decided it wasn't going to stay. And neither was some of my skin. Have a beer, talk more better. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Then I start talking too much. But yeah, so we'll be water testing this one by the weekend, and then it'll be on to the building a stand for this tank, and hopefully this big guy will be somewhat in the realm where it needs to be, and then we can get Frankie moved over here. Got a few more things I'd like to do. I got to get lids for it yet, and a light, and I'm thinking maybe some more rock. I've got enough rock in there that I'll give him a nice little hide, but I wouldn't be opposed to finding some driftwood or, something just to kind of add into it. But so far, so good with this one. Then once he's out of there, I'm going to tear that 29 down, put it downstairs with the rest of them. And who knows, that could become another quarantine tank. Because her and I were discussing the quarantine tank situation.
Mm.
And it needs to improve. Because I'm not doing this give a tank it crap again. So I know better. I preach all the time, quarantine, 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 and then I go against my own rules. So guess what I'm going to stop doing? No more plop and drops. Let's see. Looks like Misfits popped in. How's it going, Misfit? So yeah, we're debating on what I'm thinking we'll probably do is just I've got some shelving down there, but I'm just not convinced that it'll hold 3 10-gallons a section. So I'm thinking I might go for something a little sturdier. It's pretty sturdy. It claims it can hold it, but I don't want to go by a claim. I want to go by something I know. So I'm thinking about just eliminating or moving that shelf unit out to the other side of the basement, and then maybe just build my own stand and I don't know, have 6 or 9 10-gallons there just running on their own filters. Do like a big air pump and just sponge filters, just something to if I have issues, I can put them in there or whatever. So I think we're to the point now where we got to do something like that.
For somebody who yelled at me earlier and said, I didn't need a puppy, we didn't need another zoo animal, she doesn't seem to be too hard pressed for holding the puppy. Just saying.
Paul Sotero said we may want to look at having a decorative ironworks make the stand for you. Wood, at least here, is still stupid expensive.
I think it is here too.
There's a bunch of. I mean, it's nuts either way. There's a pet store that was eliminated, or whether they're upgrading their current display cases. And I left them my phone number. I asked them what they were going to do with it, and they said they were just going to throw it away. And I mean, this is like a 4 or 5 tier unit. It's got a sump at the bottom, and there's like 2 or 3 tanks on each shelf. I'm sitting here going, "You're just going to throw that away?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Can I come pick one up?" She's like, "Well, it's rusting and this and that." I said, "I don't care. I know how to weld." Mm-hmm. So hopefully they give me a call soon. If not, I'll call them and see maybe that, I just wrote my number down, but I'll call them and see maybe I catch it at the right time or something. And I mean, they're just giving that away or throwing it away, whichever way you want to look at it. But that would be perfect. Wouldn't take long at all to get that up and running. But that's an idea. Or, like I said, I'm not opposed to building anything myself. I've still got some wood left over from the wood that I actually built the cube tank stand out of. I've got some of that left over, and I've got just some random bits here and there. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be anything pretty. It's just basically just a med bay, so it doesn't have to be pretty. It just got to work. Vinoski's here. What's up, Vinoski? Sorry if I'm missing you guys. Ian made it in. What's happening, Ian?
I lost my puppy.
Paul McCarthy. How's it going, Paul? But yeah, it's It's a work in progress. The basement fish room has to expand. It just has to. Honestly, this 29 gallon's gonna go down there. But if somebody needed it, I wouldn't be opposed to just giving it to them at this point. Yeah, it's just, I'll take it back downstairs and set it up as a hospital tank for now, but, or you could put another Lotto in it.
You heard that. You are all witnesses.
I meant the ones you already had.
Yeah, we can. He didn't specify at first. Nope.
This is a conversation for later. No, that's how the fish happened.
Oh my goodness.
So it's either that or we can move it over here and put her in it.
Probably.
But anywho, we'll figure that out
Actually,
later.
that would work. We could put her in there and put Pluto in there. That would be more sufficient for Pluto, but all the substrate and everything would have to come out of this because they can't have stone. But we can work on that.
Anyways, yeah.
Fun time.
This is how this happens. Just one thing leads to another, and next thing you know.
That's why we have 3 axolotls.
Yeah. That's why we have 3 axolotls.
And 20-something fish tanks.
And 20-something tanks. But I'm super excited to get this one up and going, because this one up and going is going to be awesome, because this one's going to be the first saltwater tank we've had in like 14 years. So.
Hello, Rico. He says those eyebrows are on fleek. Jess's look great too.
Mine always look good.
So the customer that I had, that I was telling you about earlier today, and I won't go into full detail on this, but she commented that I had beautiful eyebrows because she does like the permanent eyeliner tattoo, the lipstick, permanent lipstick tattoo, the eyebrows.
And I didn't know that was a tattoo.
Yeah. She
All right.
told me that I had beautiful eyebrows, and people begged for her to make their eyebrows look like this. So I thought that was kind of strange, but she also tipped me like $10 for a $14 bill. So I wasn't mad. Every time she wanted a shot, I gave her another shot. Here you go.
Let's see. We got Rico. Hey, Rico. I think we just covered that. I'm not sure. Crypt Keeper Aquatics. What's happening, Crypt Keeper? Thought I saw somebody else pop in too. Could be wrong. Think I'm wrong, as usual. Oh man, but no, I'm just super glad that this tank came back together with no problem. I mean, little to no problems.
A couple of battle wounds.
Well,
With a little blood.
that will happen when you're messing with glass and razor blades. I mean, you're bound to get messed up somehow.
And drinking.
And that didn't help.
There was alcohol.
Actually, I think that's what made it bleed more.
Yes. There was a lot of blood.
But I don't think that this tank has been dropped. Believe it or not, I think that might have just been just a defect in the glass itself, honestly.
Yeah.
There might have been an air pocket right there, and it just...
That was literally the only place where there was any kind of damage.
Well, there wasn't, even the rim wasn't even damaged
Right.
there. The rim was damaged in the center.
In the center.
And
yeah.
this was on the end of it.
Right.
So yeah, I think that was just a matter of maybe there was just an air bubble in the glass and it, who knows? I don't know. But everything else looked great. I think there was one other spot, but it was on an edge and
Yeah.
not really disconcerting to me or anything like that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm just glad that came back together. 'Cause it was getting questionable.
It was.
I started to wonder about these frames because there's only one 48 by 18 frame, and those are the ones I ordered. Well, there's two, but one's a two piece, and I didn't really want to deal with that. So, yeah, but it came together, and it looks like the lid still is even.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm gonna call that a win.
for sure.
Daniel Velez, how's it going, Daniel?
He says, gotta go tell your family and kids you love them every day. I feel like there's a message in there and something has happened.
Hope everything's okay.
Yeah.
And let's
Misfit, did you see Misfits? Well, I saw hey, but I thought we had already said hi to Misfit earlier.
Well, hey again, Misfit. Rob Schilling. I have a zoo, 3 Harleys. Wife has 5 cats, 1 dog, 8 tanks, and a lot of fish. Oh, and an outdoor koi pond.
Nice.
Yeah. That would almost classify as a zoo, yeah.
You gotta show a little bit, but you know, it's not a competition.
Well, yeah. I've only got 1 Harley.
I mean, as far as animals and stuff, though.
Paul's asking how the discus are doing. The discus
They're
are doing
great.
fantastic. They are all getting over their timidness. Every time you go down there to feed them, they're
Very
right there in your
lively.
face.
Yeah.
The 2 that I got from my local fish store, every time I get up there to feed them, because I got to rate, it's above my head. I got to reach up there, and I'm just trying to find the spot, and then I drop the food in, and they're like, bam. And it really kind of sucks because if you want to see the back of the tank, Boba's like right here.
Yeah. 3G came in.
3G, what's happening, 3G?
Oh, Misfit. I couldn't remember if I had said hey earlier or not, but I have been here the whole time.
It's all good.
I thought we had said hello to you earlier, but you know, double hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with saying hey twice. But yeah, so
Junior Metalhead just sent me a message on Facebook asking about the puppy when she knows that we are live.
that's how it happens. Bunny Viper's here. What's happening? Oh man, Daniel, I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Daniel, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hey man, we love you too. I am very sorry to hear that. Send your wife our love.
That's horrible.
36. I mean, we're a couple of years older than that. I couldn't imagine.
That's horrible.
Yeah. I'm really sorry to hear that. Bunny Viper, hello.
That just goes to show you that
Life is just so
there's
short.
no certain date set in stone.
We don't have an expiration.
You are not guaranteed anything.
Just-
None of us are. Until I figure out how to build a Darth Vader suit. And then I plan on living forever. But, I'm not really that smart with technology.
Wait, what did that say?
What now?
Paul Sotero said freeze dries Tubiflex as discus crack. It will get the discus out of their shell. What's that stuff that you've been feeding them? The brine shrimp.
Yeah, it's like freeze dried brine shrimp, and they just go crazy for it. Well, let's see. Chris Robertson made it in here. How's it going, Chris?
Hi, Chris.
Said, did anybody know that Metalheads have a Facebook group? Well, I knew that, but I would expect me to know that. It's getting bigger every day, too. And now my boss is calling me.
If you need to answer it, I'll keep everybody entertained.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Hello.
So, Ricky, we already knew you had a ridiculous
Shut the gate.
zoo. Like, we knew that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Bunny got her kick-ass stickers today from Skull. His stickers really are really cool. Like, I don't know if any of you have actually seen Skull's stickers, but they really, really are awesome. There we go. There we go. Yeah. I mean, super simple, but also like you get the point across. Super cool. So I have to actually find a tank to put this one on because we already have one on the cube. So I have to figure out where to put that one. Yeah. His stickers are awesome. I also have a P sticker that I have to figure out a tank to put on because we've already got one on the cube. So whatever. Bunny Viper, thank you. I worked earlier today at the bar, so okay. Metalhead has to go stop by work really quick and shut the gate to the yard. So it's just gonna be me and you guys for a little while. No, I actually worked in the bar earlier today and it was raining and then we had to go and pick up his new car and it was raining, so it's kind of like it's whatever. But thank you. You can press the cubes on the glass like O-nips. Oh. We may have to look into trying to get some of that. A lot of the pet stores around here, including our LFS, are having a really hard time getting fish food right now. About the only thing that our LFS right across the street had was like flakes, goldfish flakes, and then like some sinking pellets. But they're struggling to get any kind of fish food in right now. They told me it took, I think she said 3 weeks just for them to get frozen food in, which terrifies me because a lot of our fish eat the frozen stuff too. So, supply is hard to come by right now with fish food, and that's kind of terrifying when you have over 20 tanks and you have a ton of fish that, obviously have to eat. Dee Dee, thank you for coming in. Get to that store before it closes. I still haven't even ordered dinner or thought about what is going to happen for dinner because, I worked until 4 and then we had to go and get his new car and then I had to go and meet up with my coworker to go and get the new puppy. So when this is done, that's when I'll figure out something and I will probably just order pizza and make it simple because I worked this entire weekend at one job and now tomorrow and Wednesday I work at the other job because it's opening season for our baseball field here. So kind of a busy last couple of days and then, really busy today with everything that happened. So Rob Schilling, beef and noodles actually would have been a good choice today because it started out really nice and warm. I think we were in the 60s like when I got to work today at 11 and then it started raining and the temperature dropped so quickly that it started hailing for a little bit. So that would have been a really, really, really good one. Steven Suey Campbell says, I need some of those tiny Metalhead Prime stickers for a Transformers project I'm working on. Okay. So, if you want to send me an email with your name and address, you can email me at ladymetalhead@fishfam.link. Just let me know your name, your YouTube name, whatever, and your address, and I will get some sent out to you. Bunny Viper, oh my goodness gracious, I've been stocking up on erythromycin. I hate saying that word because I just know that they're going to snatch it since dumb humans are taking it unprescribed. Yeah, I mean, any chance that we find any kind of fish food, we stock up on it. If we can afford it, we stock up on it. A lot of our tanks are really into those bug bites, and for the longest time we were getting like big bags. And then pet stores, our LFS, excuse me, they all started running out of the big bags, so it was just a small bag. So we were having to go a couple of days a week just to get those. Well, now our LFS right across the street has like 2-gallon tubs of the bug bites that we definitely need to purchase. You already have our address. You sent us some magnets. Ooh, okay. Let me go back through my Facebook messages because I'm pretty sure I don't ever delete any of that stuff. So I'm pretty sure that I do still have it. And then I think you guys are part of our Facebook group too. So if I'm not able to find it, I'll go ahead and find you on there and just send you a new message. Rob Schilling, been waiting to put my trap plants to the koi pond. Yeah, this weather, I am so completely over the really nice and then the cold and then the really nice. Thankfully, tomorrow we're supposed to be in the 70s with a very, very low chance of rain because, again, like I said, opening season at the baseball field where me and Junior Metalhead are going to be working tomorrow because it's opening day. So, and that's outside. Of course, we're going to be a little bit covered, but if it gets too cold, we're definitely going to feel it. So, crossing my fingers that the weather stays nice all through the game and that we, don't freeze to death or end up with it raining so hard that it actually blows up underneath the awnings and, we end up getting wet the whole time. A couple of weeks ago, Chewy had a big sale on food. Yeah. So I have a Chewy subscription to get our rabbit food and their bedding and the Timothy hay that they eat. But unfortunately, Chewy did not send me any kind of an email on any big sales, and that's kind of disappointing because I would have gone through that list of everything on sale, and if we needed it, I would have put it in my cart and I would have ordered it. So that's kind of disappointing, but from what I gather from a lot of people that use Chewy, they have those sales quite often. So hopefully it'll come around again and I'll be able to catch it next time. Hopefully. Let me see here. I just want to make sure that I don't want to miss anything. Yeah, the weather does suck, Rob. It's ridiculous. And you are one of the closer people to us, so you definitely understand. And then I have family down there that have been doing nothing but complaining about how crappy the weather is down there. So do you guys want some red platies small? I mean, yeah, absolutely. I actually, just last week, became a mystery snail mama for the first time. I bought 4 mystery snails, and then I went in the very next day and I bought long thin pepper corys because our LFS had those, and I think they are absolutely adorable little things. So I have my long thin pepper corys and with my mystery snails. Everybody's doing great. It's really exciting to have mystery snails because we've had ram's horns, and don't get me wrong, they're fun too, but I don't know, because of Annette and Bex and a ton of other YouTubers, I fell in love with mystery snails and I found some and bought some. Suman says, I am on Chewy right now trying to get catfish pellets and they are sold out. All of my LFS are too. That's the thing. It's so hard to find any kind of fish food right now. Like we're even having a hard time finding some fish chemicals. Like we don't use a lot of chemicals like that for our tanks, but when we're trying to kickstart a new tank and what am I trying to say? Cycle it faster. We usually get big jugs of beneficial bacteria. You can't find that anywhere right now. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Pet Sodix Diego, hello. Chris Robertson, check farm supplies for catfish food. Yeah, if you have any kind of like Tractor Supply, Rural King, places like that, I would definitely check those places because they might actually have what you're looking for. Because a lot of people don't think to go to those places. So, I mean, in all honesty, I wouldn't have thought about it without somebody else going, "Hey, check there." Ricky says, I have a bag of food for mystery snails if you want it. That would be awesome, Ricky. Also, petsotics.com will probably have what you are looking for as well. Hint, hint. And if you find what you are looking for on petsotics.com, enter Lady Metalhead 10 and you will get a discount for being a subscriber to my channel. Just saying. Matt, okay, so you were outside, so you didn't hear. His boss called him and he had to go back to work to shut the gate to the yard because somebody had left it open. He just walked back in the house. Give him like 2 seconds and he will be back on screen. I'm sorry. I didn't do anything to him. He is 100% safe. He just got called by his boss and had to go and shut the gate at work. So, yeah, so man, I would definitely check there for sure. Hopefully you find what you're looking for soon. It's kind of a little bit scary when you can't find what you're looking for your fish. All right. He's making his way in.
Oh,
There we go.
jeez. Okay. Well, that happened. Now, these people at work sometimes forget if you're the last one out, you're supposed to pull the gate shut. Otherwise, I get called and I got to go do it. Somebody's getting yelled at tomorrow.
Well, I mean, maybe they should.
There we go.
Yeah, Ricky, whenever you're able to send it is fine. Like you don't have to rush on it, but I would definitely appreciate some mystery snail food for sure.
Oh, speaking of that, we got to send Ricky. We got to send a lot of stuff out.
I don't have to be to work until 4:30 tomorrow, so I will probably gather all of that up and make a trip to the post office tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff that has to be sent out, so. And I'll have time.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yes, I'm safe.
I know. He asked me what I did to you and if you're safe. He went outside and completely missed you leaving. So
he didn't get on another ladder again, did he?
Well, he's talking, so if he did, he didn't fall off.
Well, he was talking the last time too. Oh man, but yeah. So I don't know where the conversation went or whatever, but
I was just kind of talking about the mystery snails.
Oh yeah, you got some of those too.
And my Washington peppercorns, and Rob Schilling has where'd it go? Red platies, some small red platies that he's gonna send us.
Cool.
So he's gonna take a video of those later for us to see.
Cool. And then the Mayhem tank's getting more mayhemier.
They just won't stop breeding.
Yeah.
They're getting a little ridiculous.
Yeah. They have to actually start pulling some out.
Start calling them.
Otherwise, they're going to be.
They all inbreed.
Well. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm the exact same way.
Snails breed faster than fish. So our ram's horns are constantly laying eggs. Constantly. Now with my mystery snails, I don't know if I've got a mix of males and females, or if they're all males, or if they're all females. I don't know. I won't know until I see a clutch.
Diego knows exactly what I have to deal with.
Mhm.
If they forget, guess who has to go do it?
Vibe says, I'm lurking and mowing my lawn.
I'm glad I don't have to do that yet.
And then it really is like 2 seconds because half of our lawn is
Yeah.
like dirt anyway. It's
Yeah,
we
but
tried to grow grass and it just
if I do the edging and all that, that takes longer,
yeah,
which I only have to do that once every couple of years. But that can be an all day, that can be a 2 day process. The first time I did it, you couldn't even tell there was a sidewalk in some spots. And then I went through and did it, and wow. So ever since then, I've been edging it.
Chris Robertson said, throw your loaches in with the platies.
Yo-yo loaches.
Oh, throw yo-yo. Oh, I didn't see the second yo. My bad. In with the platies.
Yo loaches.
Well, I mean, I guess.
I tell you what, I thought I would never see him again when I put him in the cube, but I see him like at least once a day, and it's the black coolie loaches. I'm actually quite shocked. I thought they would hit the driftwood in there and never see him again. And the clown loach.
Yes.
He pops out
Quite
sporadically.
often, actually.
Yeah, he was
More
out quite a
than I
bit
thought.
last night.
Right.
But yeah, it's the ones I don't see in there are the Epistos.
We never see those pistos.
Those guys, but they were small. I hope they're still in there.
Oh, Chris Robertson said platy fry are tender and delicious for yo-yo loaches. Well, then I'm not putting yo-yo loaches in. Yikes. I mean, I guess if it got to the point where, they were overbreeding, maybe, but.
Well, it's kind of like having a puffer in with snails.
I mean, that would be no different than me constantly putting Fry in with my Meta Pluto, who literally demolishes anything that's in his tank. He literally eats snails, he eats the guppy fry, he eats the snail eggs. He's evil. But then my other Meta, Blue, he's got guppies in with him, and he couldn't care less.
An old cow of catfish may have to come out of the 150. I think he's getting big enough.
He's starting to stalk.
Yeah, his head's gotten about that big on him, and I know that doesn't say much on camera, but
I would say
he's bigger than he was when we got him.
I would say his head is probably about 2.5 to 3 inches wide.
Yeah,
He's fat. Terry needs my address. So nobody ever did get a hold of you to give you my address. Okay. Well, I don't want to just broadcast it on YouTube.
I'll just message it to him.
I don't have any way of getting a hold of him. Unless you can put your email in the chat, Terry.
Yeah.
Or you can email me, ladymetalhead@fishfam.link. She's just, my poor puppy is just getting bounced all around. Come here, Sophie. Come here, Sophie. Goodness.
But so yeah, this is a normal Monday night for us.
Mm-hmm.
Where who knows what's going to happen. That's why we call it Mayhem.
Uh-huh.
I think, and I know I've said this for the last 2 weeks, but Fridays just are horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking that the Friday night stream I will just do like every couple weeks because it's more fun that way. Or I could do every week, but it's rough doing. It's just rough. But I'm thinking I want to do one again this week. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that one's kind of easier to do because there's no like general motive, or you got to remember to say this or say that or make a list or any of that. It's just hey, I'm here, let's talk. Oh man.
Ricky said, how's the little kitten doing? She is great. She just turned a month old a couple of days ago.
Yep.
She is now eating soft foods, which she loves. She's fat.
Berkeley Bell says Friday night stream is fun.
Mm-hmm.
We try to keep it fun. I don't know why it was just rough doing it back to back. But I think if we just go in like a couple week spans, whatever, just pop in and be like, bam, here you go.
Diego wants to know who I've got here. If she can stop squirming for a minute, she's a little freaked out.
She might have to poop.
This is Sophie. She is my new puppy. I just got her today. Say hi, Sophie.
I think she has to poop.
Oof. Her puppy breath is a little.
That was her breath?
Yes.
That was her breath.
Her puppy
I
breath
thought she
is
had
a
to
little-
poop.
No. Her puppy
Noted.
breath is just a little funky.
Let me tell you something, man. Wolfie cut one today. Whoa. That one lingered. That one lingered. I was like, oh, I think he's got to go outside. So I went and hooked him onto his lead. And I'm not even kidding. 10 minutes later, it was like stuck in the office. And I'm like, we might need to get a fan in here.
Ricky said the 4 kittens I have just started eating last week on their own. Well, we started trying to teach her how to eat wet food because Mama is like completely over it and doesn't want to feed her anymore.
Where has Paul Sotero said, if Eduardo's there, he won't get a word in edgewise, just saying.
Oh,
Where is Eduardo?
I don't know, but we know, trust me. Grab Schilling, no, she is not a mastiff. She is
Far from it.
Pomeranian Pug Chihuahua mixed.
Yeah. Which
She's going to be a little baby.
yeah.
Sue Ann said I missed what breed as I was saying it. Yeah.
It's different, but she's a little sweetheart.
Pomeranian, I believe it's Pomeranian Pug Chihuahua. I know for a fact Pug and Chihuahua.
What do? You just put them in a closet and be like, here you go?
No, I think what happened is either mom or dad were already mixed breed. Like one was a solid, like full blood, and one was already a mixed breed. So she's all three combined.
Okay.
She's a mutt.
I don't know if I'm going to take her to work with me. She's kind of small.
Wolfie would eat her.
No, Wolfie'd let her lay with him.
And she would too.
Mm-hmm.
So my coworker said that she will snuggle big dogs because she loves big dogs.
Oh, she'd love Wolfie. He's a big pillow for her.
Yes, Ricky, that kitten knows how to climb stairs. She climbed everything. Yes.
Yep.
Oh, it's up to you if you want to take her to work. If you don't, then
I might. We'll see how it goes.
the girls will just have to babysit.
Wait.
Most of the time, I don't go to work until
I think
he's already home or
I
about to come home. So
might take her in there like Friday or something where there's not a lot going on.
I was told that she is super calm and super lazy compared to the rest of her siblings in the litter. So calm and lazy is fine by me, especially with as small as she is.
I just hope she doesn't do the yippy thing. If she stays like this, I'm good. If she starts barking at leaves falling out of trees, we don't have a problem.
This is why I wanted a female versus a male. Females are so much more calm.
Well, and then there was, I'm not going to say it. Nope, we're just going to. Subject change. Not my dog, don't worry.
Steven Suan said, yeah, I like my Shepweiler.
A Shepweiler?
Okay.
Wow.
Or a mutt pug, just not a butt plug.
Yes.
Yeah. She is definitely not that.
I could see where a butt plug would be painful. Her breath smells like a butt plug.
Her breath is awful.
I thought she had to poop.
No, that's her breath.
Boy.
It's pretty funky.
Oh, boy.
Oh, thank you. That's my little Sophie.
You're not going to lay by my head tonight, are you? If you do, breathe in her direction.
The only female dogs that we've ever had were huge,
You need some
giant
water?
dogs, and
You
so
need some
she
water?
is going to be
You need some water?
Oh my gosh.
You
Give
need
me
some
just a
water?
second, guys. I'll be right back. Let me get her bowl ready and I'll get some food and water.
I need some water.
Yeah.
She's sitting over here doing that.
Yeah, she's a little too warm. Okay. Oh, that needs to go in the fridge until we can administer it.
I got nothing. Oh man. Oh, copy it. Yeah. Yeah. We had Rocky's actually American Pit mixed with a Bull Mastiff, and he's just never really got big. He's about 9 years old. He never really got big, but he's just goofy, and he always has been. You know, but
She's fine around big dogs. It's just a new environment. She'll be fine.
yeah. But yeah, I think tonight's going to be a little rough for her, but it'll be all right. And Bunny Viper says a puppy shouldn't have poop breath. It's her food, maybe. If not, she may have a bad tooth.
I wouldn't necessarily say it smells like
Yeah.
poop, but it definitely doesn't smell good.
It didn't smell like good breath. I thought she had to poop. There you go, Squirt. So yeah, at least I don't have to worry about that one hiking its leg. Hopefully.
Good girl.
If she shows signs of that, though, we'll go and get her checked out. I mean, we're going to have to get her in to get her checked out at soon anyway, so.
Oh, she figured out where the water was. Okay, good. I got her.
That's what it was. She
dish.
just, that's not helping breath, too, when you need a drink. Why drink so much?
It could absolutely be her food. My coworker who I got her from gave me a bag of the food that she's on, said that we could change it if we wanted to. I'm gonna kind of, I know it sounds gross, but keep an eye on like her poops and her activity, and if I feel like it needs to change,
You gotta watch her poop.
I gotta watch a piece
Make
of
some-
poops.
Watch her peas and poop. Yeah. Our
Diego
neighbor had one,
said-
but he wasn't the nicest.
Diego said, I'm going to send you a PCB puppy care box, a new monthly subscription program I'm working on, so you can let me know what you think.
That's
Diego,
cool.
that's awesome.
Heck yeah.
And she may need to make a deposit.
Make your peas and poops.
I'm gonna take her out to pee and poop.
Oh, man. You know, it's good when I start whipping out Herbert. No, our neighbor had one. I'm sure she's said this story. Our neighbor had one. He was a beautiful dog, but just a nightmare. I mean, you could pet him, and if you stopped petting him, he bit your arm and drug it back down, and he didn't realize how big he was because he was like, I don't know, a year old or so when they brought him over here, and it didn't go over well. I personally would not have a problem getting one as a puppy. But the problem with them around here is around here they're like pit bulls. Everybody wants one, and then they get rid of them. So I don't like to go out and get store bought dogs. I like to go to friends or rescues and get them. So I don't know. It would just have to be a right time, right place thing. But I wouldn't be opposed to getting one if I came across one.
She just peed the Nile.
Well, there you go.
She doesn't like grass, though.
Well, she'll get used to that.
She went on the sidewalk, but it's okay. I don't care.
Whatever.
Don't care.
So yeah, this is going to be the rest of our night, figuring out what the dog needs to do. Hopefully it's not in the bed. I love waking up like that. That's great. Not really. But it'll get better. My landlord had an albino German Shepherd that would run up and snatch poisonous snakes and kill them. An albino German Shepherd. That would be interesting.
Right. Never heard of an albino German Shepherd. There you go.
Let's see what we say. Chris Robertson says, "How is it that your puppy is Sophie and so is mine? Mine is a Cocker Spaniel, though."
I don't know because I didn't even, I kind of took her almost sight unseen. My coworker sent me some pictures of her, and as soon as I saw her, I fell in love, and I was like, I am going to name her Sophie. So her name is Sophie.
We don't have a wind-up clock. The last one we had, I got mad and threw it. It died.
Sue Ann said, you just adopted a child, guys. Get ready. No, we know. We've been through the puppy thing before. And my thing is, Junior Metalhead is going to be 18 in like 6 months. Mini Metalhead is 15. I'm not trying to have any more babies, so why not a puppy? See, I knew I should have gotten you a sweater today. You're shivering.
She has fur.
She's going to get a sweater. She's going to get t-shirts.
Oh, boy.
She's going to get sweaters. I will probably start training her how to walk in like little rain boots. I'm just saying. Her collar and her harness, her harness and her leash are pink. Yes. Yes, I have never had a small female dog. She is going to constantly be decked out. I'm going to get little bows to put around her ears. Oh, yeah.
I can't take her to work with bows on her ears.
Well, those don't have to be in her ears when you take her to work. I cannot guarantee that
she's going to want to come to work with me every day so she can stop being tortured.
I can't guarantee that she won't be in a shirt.
What's the girl on the Animaniacs? The one who's always like, I'm going to hug you and squeeze you and love you. Yeah, you're acting like that.
So.
Football jersey. I would agree with
I
a
will
football
give her
jersey.
a football jersey, but she's also going to have all kinds of little cute girly clothes. I'm just saying.
They just shiver and piss.
He really, really needs to be lucky that I didn't look for any kind of like a bag to carry her in.
Oh, you've already got one.
I have several.
Well, guys, it's rounding the 8 o'clock hour, and tonight's I think we're just going to go ahead and shut her down for the evening. Kelly Foreman coming in late.
But coming in hot.
Coming in hot. I think I will definitely do a Friday night stream this week. So be on the lookout for that.
I won't be part of that.
It will be longer than this one. But it's just everything going on today. Everything's been crazy. So I think it's time to unwind, get things situated, and we'll come at you Friday night with something. So hope you guys have a great week, killer week. Just have a week. I mean, so it's only Monday, one day out of that week.
Yeah.
And it's over almost. So anyways, guys, I will catch you all Friday night, and things are going to get crazy. So until then, stay metal. Thanks for coming, replay crew. Thank you too. I probably should have done that before.
It's fine.